Because I've avoided it for the last 23 years. I mean, like, I think the last time I rode
when
it was
my mom
when I was
watches
12.
this episode, she's going to be like, next time you see that boy, slap him. That's her favorite ride, like, literally.
Right.
Welcome, everyone. This is the Knotcast presented by NotClub33.com. My name is Steve Rhodes, and I've got my friends with me today. It's Pat Neistat in the house.
What's going on?
Becky Wells.
Hola.
And the Disney cynic, Bobby Burchins.
You might have seen me in the streets, but you don't know me.
Oh, man. The T.I. reference coming out of Bobby Burchins there.
That's right.
Little ATL.
Shout out to my ATL.
From his hometown. Today it is never at Walt Disney World. These are things that we will never do again, or just will never do, that we may have never done just because we don't want to do it because it looks stupid. So you've tuned in to the Nevercast, I guess this time. I will lead it off just so you guys get a gist of how things are going to go. And never again will I do Country Bear Jamboree at Magic Kingdom. That's just corny. I mean, I'm sorry, guys. Fuck. I mean, if I want to see a bunch of hillbillies like with a banjo that can't actually sing, I'll roll into a hick bar somewhere on my way down to Disney when I drive.
Branson?
Yes. That's not far out of my neck of the woods here.
Not
in St.
that far.
Louis.
I mean, yeah.
I'll stop
Lyrics
at Payne's
are
Valley
so
and Tiger Woods'
messed up.
golf course on the way.
I think it's
And so
hilarious,
funny.
personally. But,
I think it's quite crappy. It's tired. Like they dug up the ghost of Showbiz Pizza and get those bears out from wherever, and they make some tired ass jokes.
That's all I see when I go in there, to be fair.
I don't know, man. I think
It's
those
straight showbiz,
jokes
for
are.
No,
There's some of
There's
those
some
jokes are
messed
pretty
up
funny.
ones.
I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
I haven't seen it probably in 10 years. But every time that I do, I can't get the visual of Lester's Possum Park from a Goofy movie out of my head. Like where the animatronics are like breaking down and like, sparks are flying everywhere. Like that's what it reminds me of. So I don't blame you at all for not wanting to go back, just because like I don't think anybody's oiled up those bears in 15 years. I mean, you got to spray some WD-40 on the things if you're gonna have moving parts. I'm just saying.
I think the animatronics are just fine, but I don't know. I could see why people don't like it if it's not your thing. But
It's a fair statement.
if you don't like funny things, then whatever.
oh, it's not
Is that
funny
where we're
at all.
gonna go? Oh, okay. All right.
It's tired.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. If
I'm
the
up
kids
for a
still say
good
this,
pun
but
like anybody else.
Hashtag lame. Hashtag lame.
There you go.
Future Steve, put that on the screen. Hashtag lame. There you go.
Whoosh.
Yeah, I'm not messing with that. You will not catch me in there. As annoying as the tiki birds are next door, I would just walk over there and rather annoy
Don't
myself.
you do it. I'll cut you.
Hey, I'm not going there because you only get to say one, so I'll leave them alone and Country Bear.
Okay.
You know what? I think I might have to figure out how to get you like a cameo as a belated birthday present at the Country Bear Jamboree.
Yeah.
I don't see.
I don't want that. That's a rejected gift. I know I can't rebox that gift, but I would try to re-gift that to somebody that would actually enjoy
He just
it.
boxes up his phones and sends it back to Verizon or whatever. Like at that point, that's how bad he doesn't want it.
Yeah. Oh
So
man, my
Pat,
phone
you
got
need to
flushed down the
take
toilet.
Steve to Chuck E. Cheese and get a front row seat. It'd be good to go.
Oh no.
I think the Chuck E. Cheese animatronic is in better shape than some of those
Probably.
jumping
Goo.
country bears. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh man.
It
I don't know about
probably-
all that, but
I'll steal the wheel and I'll go ahead and shit on another Disney classic attraction. I'll never do It's a Small World again. Never. There's no reason for me to do it. If there's one thing that I've learned as an adult, it's that I will not listen to children about geopolitical situations and them singing and dancing and talking about being all happy and joyous. Well, you know what? Fuck you, kids. You don't know what you're talking about. Sometimes people hate me irrationally. So you know what? I'm not going to sit here and be lectured to by Mary Blair's Little Puppets. That's just not going to happen. Plus,
First of all,
I'm not done ranting yet. This song, quite frankly, it sticks in your head like some sort of torturous situation. I think they actually used it at Gitmo to torture some of those poor people down there. So you know what? It probably is.
That's fair.
So there's no reason for me to go. I don't care how much my future children beg and plead for me to get on the thing. I will not get on the thing. Plus, let's be real. I'm not a small man. I don't want to be that one guy that leans the boat down a little bit too far. At least with Pirates of the Caribbean, there's another fat guy out there to balance the shit out. Okay, but it's not happening on It's a Small World. So I don't want to be the one to sink the boat.
Just sit in the middle. Sit in the middle.
Yeah, that's where I want to be. That's everybody wants the fat guy to be.
I better not catch you. I better not catch you in this ferry
First of all,
park.
First of all, Mary Blair isn't preaching shit to you because the Sherman Brothers wrote the damn song. All she did was draw the fucking art.
Yeah.
For colors.
And also, there's no geopolitical talk. They're just saying it's a small. They're literally just repeating it's a small world and we're happy.
Holding hands together like we're all happy.
Pretty sure you don't even know the lyrics.
They love us, don't they? Jesus, I mean,
That's another topic.
Never really got stuck in your head because I don't think you know the lyrics.
Because I've avoided it for the last 23 years. I mean, I think the last time I wrote
when my mom watches this episode, she's going to be like, next time you see that boy, slap him. That's her favorite ride, literally.
Right.
If you and Amanda do go to the West Coast, there's zero chance she's not forcing you onto that original.
No, there's zero chance she's forcing me on.
This is what I want you to do.
Walk out the park and leave her ass
Bobby.
there. She'll have a great time, but I refuse to get on that ride.
Bobby, will you do me a favor? Now that you're a local, okay, and you got a great podcast, right? Everybody should go check it out.
Subscribe, rate, and review. Yes.
I would like you to go ride A Small World, and I want your instant reaction. From A Small World.
I actually think this is part of the premise of your podcast.
I mean,
yeah, you're supposed to review everything.
Every single thing.
Well, then I'm ineligible for this segment unless I want to talk about Chicken Guy. So,
All right. We'll let you slide Small World as you're still going to have to do if your podcast ever makes full circle around.
He's a local now, and that's what.
You know what? That's when the podcast is over. Is when I fucking do that attraction. How's that?
Saving it for last.
All right,
Becky.
If I can freaking help it, I will not go on Barnstormer again. As my kids are all now tall enough for the real roller coasters. I actually don't dislike that ride, but my legs are too freaking long. It is painful.
Oh God, your legs are too long.
Yeah. I'm guessing you've never tried it. However, I took our youngest on it. Not this most recent trip, but a couple times ago, and it was the end of the night, so we went on it 5 times in a row, and I'm pretty positive that the tops of my shins were jacked, and there's too many.
Let's let my kids go on it by themselves.
Oh yeah, yeah, totally. We're totally at that age range, and I don't dislike. It's a great starter coaster, but the other rides that wreck getting into and out of are not at Florida parks. So if we're going attractions, which I did, Barnstormer.
Yeah, I can't. I don't really disagree with you, so I can't.
Yeah. So.
I guess
not much cannon fodder. Sorry, guys.
It's a solid reason, unlike mine, I guess. Yeah.
No, I mean, that
There's
ride
no
for
geopolitical children, so we're good.
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess we're moving on here. Shit,
I'm moving on
Pat.
to mine.
Yeah. That
kind of shut down the conversation with the geopolitical
coasters.
I'm heading over to Epcot, right?
Ooh.
And I am gonna say, Bobby, unfortunately,
Go ahead.
this may upset you just a little bit. And it's just not me. Okay, it's just not me. It's my whole family. My son, my daughter, and my wife. They all say, and I agree with them, no mission space. Never again. We're not doing it until they update it and make it great again.
Bring back Gary Sinise.
How did you both sound like Obama and Trump in one fell swoop? I don't really understand it. You want to make mission space great again? I mean, okay. Listen, I think like I said, I will argue on behalf of it every time. I really do think it's a great attraction. But I understand if simulators and all of that stuff is not for you. I think it's literally killed like a couple of people. So I get it. I understand why it's not for everybody.
Not for everybody. There isn't people do it because there's nothing else to do in Epcot. To be honest, that's why anybody does it, really. That's why I think, at least.
Is that what it is? Okay, then what about the other attractions that are out there at Epcot? I don't know. Spaceship Earth, Figment, the land boat ride, any of those?
I prefer land.
That should have been mine.
And Spaceship Earth over Mission Space anytime. Now, Figment could go too because I'll never do that again either. So
That's fair.
I mean, it's terrible.
Did we lose Steve entirely?
Yeah, we totally did.
Let's keep going. So,
Yeah, I mean, okay. So you know what? I'll grab the wheel here and I'll take over the hosting duties for just a second. Name something here that you have never done at Disney World, especially something that would surprise somebody.
Why don't you start?
Okay, I'll go ahead. I've got two. One, I've never had a Dole Whip because I hate pineapple. So there's no real reason for me to get one if I don't like one of the two main ingredients.
What if you try the other flavor ones?
I don't like fruit in general as a general rule. Do you think I got this way by eating nothing but fruit and vegetables? No, come on. No, it was just the vanilla ice cream portion, but let's be real. So, it's just not my cup of tea. I understand the appeal to some people, but it's just not mine. The other thing I've never done is I've never done any of the attractions over in Avatar area. I've never done Navi River Journey, and
yeah,
mentioned before, I'm a little.
That shit should have been my never again.
Well, I've never ridden the one that I want to ride. The Flights of Passage, because apparently just large people are kind of excluded from that attraction because they don't lock in on your ankles or something like that, which, you know what, and it's not exactly a huge motivator for me to lose weight. So, there's plenty of other reasons to do it, but if I get the opportunity to, if I drop some pounds, then yes, I will try it, but I haven't done it specifically because they apparently excluded largesse, if you will, from the menu on that one. So, Becky, how about you?
It's not like a super shocking one, but I've never done Tom Sawyer Island, and I know that nobody really cares, but I do want to go over there and check it out. The last, I don't even know. I want to say the last 4 or maybe even 5 times that I have been to Disney World, the Rivers of America has been under refurbishment. It seems to pop. It happens right before my trip every time, and it's are you freaking kidding me? On my solo trip, I was like, I'm gonna just do this. I've never done it. I'm just gonna go over there because why not? I got nothing but time. And then a few days before I went, it went down. I'm like, come on. So just because I haven't done it, and I'm not missing much. But
also, it'd be a little bit strange if you were on one of your solo trips and you just kind of went over there without children to just kind of hang out on an island designed for kids to run around and play.
Just want to see it. Not gonna climb
I get
through,
it.
Here, I'm gonna interject. Tom Sawyer Island, I've never done, and I don't want to do. Okay, it's dumb.
To do it.
It's dumb. There's nothing interesting about it. We go walk around, look at some cheap animatronics, look at a log cabin. What the hell is that?
Animatronics there?
Oh yeah, they're little. They're the cheapest ones at Walt Disney World. Okay, they're
they go to die.
They're terrible. I seen video of it, and that's enough for me. Okay,
I
I don't want to do it.
I could have sworn.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, it's not super surprising. It's not super exciting. I just haven't done it. That's probably the only thing I can come up with.
I propose that we just get rid of it and put something interesting there.
Okay, so that can lead to an interesting discussion point. What would you replace Tom Sawyer's Island with?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Seeing where it is, and it has to fit with everything else around it.
It's tougher than you think.
No. I don't think it's that tough. I mean, there's plenty of. We could just go through the library of IP that they have that would fit.
Moana done.
Frontier, Moana.
Yeah, because Moana needs another attraction. To
have a volcano attraction.
I heard they're doing a second Moana, like a sequel. So that.
Well, I mean, listen, it was clearly a very popular movie, but at the same time, she's already getting an attraction or something about
that's
water
not an
over
attraction.
at Epcot.
That's ridiculous.
She's already plastered all over the cash night rooms over at the Polynesian. So like that movie needs another advertisement for itself until they actually officially announce it.
Yeah. If they weren't already redoing Splash Mountain as Princess and the Frog, they could have made that into something cool over on the island, just to make it be like a little bayou and then a New Orleans restaurant toward the back, and that would have been badass.
Yeah, I think
of course it would be.
You know what? I do think
but we're stuck with a stupid island. They can't do anything.
They should have put the Swiss Family. It should have been Swiss Family freaking treehouse on the island. That would have made more Swiss Family Robinson. Sorry. That would have made more sense if you ever saw the movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or read the book or any. That makes more sense than it being just a treehouse.
I like
the treehouse could have been on an island.
Yeah, I like the idea of having some sort of restaurant over on that island, because at the very least it would give the adults something to do while their children run around and exhaust themselves and try to come down from the sugar high of the Mickey bar. And everything like that. I think that would probably work out to be better, especially if it had a full bar. I realize
I'm sure the sanitation situation on that enclosed island is that probably will prohibit pretty much anything cool from ever being over there. So
I mean, maybe you never know, though. I mean, they I'm surprised that
drain the river. They could probably put some pipes down.
Yeah. I'm sure that there's got to be a restroom around there somewhere. I mean, really. But, it's not like they have actual outhouses for them to go to. Well, I think, without Steve, it's going to be a little bit difficult to drum this one to a conclusion.
We'll just close it out.
I guess since I've taken over the wheel here, guys, thank you so much again for checking out the Notcast, and make sure that you hit the like button, hit the bell on YouTube, make so that you can get alerted to when our next episode is up, and also make sure you're checking out my podcast, the Cynics on Disney podcast. Subscribe, rate, and review. Thank you guys so much for watching. We really appreciate it. Have a good one.